The West Indies were in a strong position at stumps on day 2 of the second cricket test against New Zealand, being played at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad. That performance represented the brightest spot yet for the home team since the series against the Kiwis started. At the close, the Windies were 310 for 5, a lead of 89 runs, and still having the service of their most dependable batsman, Shivnarine Chandrapal, who is on 4. Kemar Roach is the night watchman yet to score. Earlier, magnificent centuries by Craig Brathwaite and Darren Bravo steered the West Indies to their potent position, as the two rattled up 182 in a 4th-wicket partnership that has become the highest for the West Indies and New Zealand. Brathwaite amassed 129 that contained 13 fours, while Bravo supported well with 109 coloured with 16 fours and 4 sixes. By the time the partnership was dislodged, they had already taken the score from 103 for 3 to 291 for 4, and the West Indies to a commanding stage for the first time in the series. It was the fall of Kirk Edwards for a fine 55 that brought the two together. Yesterday, West Indies had wrapped up the day at 6 for 1, losing Chris Gayle for 4, after they had booted out New Zealand for 221. New Zealand were formally placed at 120 for 1 at one stage, but it was the troubling intervention of seamer Jerome Taylor that turned the tide and helped to skittle out the remaining 9 wickets for just 101 runs. Taylor finished with 4 for 34, sending back 2 batsmen for ducks in the process. Opener Tom Latham played a steady hand for 82, his 3rd half-century in as many innings for New Zealand. Scores in the match to date: New Zealand 221 all out, West Indies 310 for 5, a lead of 89 with 5 wickets intact. Two-time champions Christianborg Wisma Secondary School kicked off this year's 4th edition of the Digital Inter-Secondary School Football Championships in fine style. They handed Linden Foundation an 8-1 drubbing at the Wisborg ground yesterday.
First thing, we didn't start playing up to standard in the second half. We came on, our coach taught us, showed the line, and play better second half.
Nigel Caesar led with a hat-trick supported by Shane Lockey with 2 goals and 1 each from Omar Archer, Anthony Lane and Ezra Ashby. Linden Foundation's coach said he is not at all disappointed since the foundation is rebuilding its school team.
Of course, we have been involved in several tournaments, but we would have taken it upon our own to start rebuilding our team from a very tender age. So most of our players are just like 15 players, 14-year-old. I mean, it was a chance that I would have taken just to put them into the senior tournament, but however, they're gaining experience, and even though we would have lost by a huge margin, I think that we're still feeling victorious in a way that we would have played our hearts out.
Akeem Bristol was the lone scorer for Linden Foundation in the 56th minute to save face for his team. 2 other matches were played yesterday. Queenstown Secondary matched skills with Freeburg Secondary at the Ministry of Education ground, while at Tamari, Supply Secondary and Zenon Academy went head-to-head. Matches will be played at several venues across Guyana, including Moruco in Region 1, Walton, Charity and New Opportunity Corps grounds in Region 2, St. Cuthbert's Mission and Tamari in Region 4, Kildonna in Region 6, Paran-Makatoy instead of Madhya in Region 7, Anai in Region 8, and Kokwani in Region 10. For Georgetown, the venues are Ministry of Education ground, Police Sports Club ground, Ivleary, and the Guyana Defense Force Camp Payangana ground. The quarterfinals will be played on July 21, semifinals 2 days later, and the 3rd place playoff and final will be contested on July 27 at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence. For HGP Sports, Sean Embra.